How y'all doing?
Hey Josh, how are you?
Good.
Yeah, so I mean, can you believe it? It's here. All the hard work you put in over the off season and preseason to get to this moment. Just kind of, what are your thoughts when you get to a game week? Do you get excited like a little kid, or how do you feel?
Of course, basically, it's like everything you done did from when you was younger. So it's like once you get to this point, you get all the butterflies and get all the excitement. Then once you get your first feel of contact, it's football. We back into it. So I'm excited. Yeah.
Josh, how good will it feel to actually hit someone other than your teammates? I mean, when you look at it, I mean, it's been a long time. It's been about 6 months. So how good would that feel?
It's gonna be real good. Like, I feel real good about it. Like, getting to touch somebody else other than my teammate is different. So it's like, it's gonna be fun this year. I'm excited for all the guys to go out there and just do what they do and just play football. That's really it.
Why is Lee Hunter a different guy going into this season?
It's basically what John Ross was saying, like his motor. Like, Lee always has this thing when he tells me, "Oh, I want to run to the football like you, Josh." I'll be like, yeah. It's just you getting in shape and you being who you are. And we watched the tape of him at practice, and he's running to the football. He's being physical with a whole bunch of guards and centers. And at practice and pass rush, he's developed way more and has so many moves in his repertoire right now. So I feel like Big Lee's gonna have a great season this year.
You just talked about Lee Hunter, but what's the outlook for the defensive line in general? There's a lot of experience between yourself and Draymond, and you said Lee's coming on, Ricky obviously. How good are you guys gonna be?
I feel like we can be real good. I feel like we can be like the best in the country. With the experience we got up front, with Drop having so many snaps, Ricky having so many snaps, and me having so many snaps, it's like we have a lot of experience up front. And then with Big Lee contributing to everything, it's just now we're gonna come together and hopefully be a contender to be the best D-line in the country.
Josh, you look at the guys behind you that can step up and help out. Caven, John Walker. I mean, those guys. What have you seen from the young guys that maybe give them opportunities this year to play on the field?
From Caven, I've seen a lot of growth in his game as far as coming in, being young, and not knowing what to do. He's caught up to everything. He's gonna be all right. And then with John Walker is just a physical specimen. Like, him inside is good. We're gonna have him and we're gonna have Big Lee. So it's like those two guys are guys that can contribute really well. Caven gonna be able to contribute. And Malachi's gonna be able to contribute as well too, because Mally has took a step from last year to this year, and I've been so proud of him. So he's gonna give us a lot of help in my position.
You told me earlier in fall camp how much pride you're taking in this season and being a leader, a mentor to some of the younger players on this roster. I guess, what's your messaging like to them this week, game one, seizing this moment in such a big season?
I told them whenever you get a chance, just make the most of it. I told them my freshman year about how my whole experience was, my Georgia Tech game. Like, I came in later on in like the second quarter and I made an impact. And then from there on, I proved myself to coaches, and the coaches played me more. So I just told them, like, take advantage of every opportunity you get and make plays whenever they come to you.
Josh, I know the focus is obviously on Kent State, but there are going to be some bigger challenges down the road. Can you just talk about how important it is to set a good tone this Thursday night, especially at home?
I feel like it's real important, especially going into a new conference. A lot of people don't expect you to do much, so we just want to go out there and on our debut just put a stamp on, we're here to stay, we're here to play, and we're here to contend for a Big 12 championship. So it's going to be exciting. I'm ready.
Josh, what is the mentality of the defense been? I mean, what do you expect from this group going into this season?
The mentality has always been keeping the standard and not changing at all. Like, being physical, being dominant, running to the football, being relentless. So the defense, we really take our pride on just keeping the standard, not changing, not going below it, and not being too high on it either. So it's just us being more attentive to detail and doing our jobs.
You're ready to savor each game. I mean, it's gone by pretty fast, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. A lot of games played, and then going into my senior year is just, now it's like, oh, I gotta bring it all together, and I'm just excited. Like, everybody, all my teammates, me, like, we all ready to just play our first game, get out there on the field again.
How close would you say this team is, just looking at all the guys, different sides of the ball? What's that chemistry been like?
How close I feel like we've gotten closer. Like I say from spring to fall to now, it's like everybody's coming together, everybody's meshing well. You see me, I'm always messing around in the locker room with a lot of the offensive linemen and stuff like that, seeing how they doing. I just feel like we're meshing very well as a team, and we're doing pretty well. Like I'm happy. Team chemistry is great.
Josh, what did you see out of that offensive line? You obviously got some guys who come in from the transfer portal. Which one of those guys really stood out to you, and what does it look like as a group?
Who's really stood out to me on the offensive line? I would say Amari Kite has Marcellus and Tylen. They've all had pretty good camps. Those guys are really good guys. I feel like up front, they're going to be very stout. They have great coaching with Coach Han. With them up front, like they don't go without them. So those guys they got to be the leaders on that side as well.
Do you have a pregame playlist to get hyped up like John Wright? So what do you do before a game to get ready?
Before a game, I don't really have any crazy superstitions as well. I'd say music, and I'd say I have to sneak at least one gospel song in and pray a little bit. That's probably like my main thing. And then I say I get on my phone with my older brother and my older sister, and we pray a lot too, making sure they good. My oldest brother, he's always the hype one, always telling me, boy, you about to have a great game. I'm excited. I'm ready to watch you play. So it's just like knowing him he's watching the game is just like give me the confidence to like just go out there and do my thing.
Josh, you mentioned that Georgia Tech game, which was pretty big for you as being a turning point. What was it that you felt took you over the edge, and what do you lean on to get that type of inspiration to get ready for the game?
What I lean on to get the inspiration, I would say it's mostly my family, like knowing where they came from and just like knowing how much they worked so hard to like get to where we at. And like as far as coming to the United States and going through what they went through, it's just that motivates me. Like I'm going to go hard for them and try to get to the next level, hopefully.
Josh, going back to what's your favorite gospel song, and what's your brother's name?
My favorite gospel song right now is "We're Blessed" by Fred Hammond. And then my brother Donald Celiscar. Donald, he's at Western Michigan. He's the DB defensive backs coach right now.
Is he played Kent State?
Yeah, he played in the MAC. He has played. I don't know what their experiences was. I didn't watch that game. I remember when he played against Boise State, and they had like a big fullback. He made him fumble. So so it's like I remember that time. Yeah. Yeah, appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Any country music on that playlist?
No.